Okay. Bon. Hopefully this works. Hey Jill! Can you hear and see? I hope you're doing well too. I can hear and see. Yay! So yeah, last week, turns out that a lot of people using OBS had issues. And it was due to an OBS update. OBS being the software for streaming. Ow, 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 ow. What are you playing with today? I think I'm gonna continue painting these a bit. I drew them in a stream quite some time ago and started painting them, so I might as well continue. And these are Isaro paints. Sorry. So yes, so this set, that's the colors in this set. This is basically like primaries and a bunch of earth tones and neutrals. I haven't tried them a lot. So far, everything seems mostly okay, except for this mix that I don't think looks all that great. But I don't know if that's the paints, or that's the paper, or that's my skill at putting down the paint. But yeah, the paints themselves, I think I tried them in a past video, like I only had 3 colors. And they were nice. They're good paint. Are they worth like the price? Do you have to buy them? I don't think so. If you have access to other paints that are as good, you don't really need those. But like if you have an opportunity to get them, they are indeed quite nice. I'm gonna try to lift some of that gray that makes me unhappy. Hey, Melissa! I don't know. Maybe buried under snow. Yeah. The weather here is super changing today. Like it was like one moment it's blue sky and super clear and sunny, and then 10 minutes later it's cloudy and snowing, and it goes back and forth like that. I guess everyone is busy today. It's just gray and wet here, typical for this time of year. Where are you at? So, I think I'm gonna try something. What if I just blop water over this whole area? Is it gonna make a huge mess, or is it gonna be easier to remove? Puerto Rico. Seattle, Washington area. Oh, on the West Coast. Yeah, okay. You don't get it as cold as we do on the East Coast. Very cold here in Minnesota. We're expecting sub-zero Fahrenheit. Ooh, that's really cold. See, the advantage of that is that it removes kind of the the outline that I get if I try to just stick to the area. The disadvantage possibly is that there's a bit of a ghostly gray, you know, where I put water. But I think I prefer that to having this weird outline that would be hindering me if I were to put a different color on top. I don't know what you guys think, but I kind of like this lighter color a bit better. So we can see the face more, and I might just put down a very light layer of color to make it more uniform, but yeah, I think I preferred this. How is Otto? Otto had like plans tonight at the same time as the live stream, so she will not be here today, but she seems to be doing okay. Hey, Okuni, hi! Oh my god, long time no see! How are you? I have been very sick and my internet tower connections. Oh no! Oh no, I hope you're feeling better by now. I'm so glad to get in today. I'm in a coffee shop. Ooh! Yeah, are you getting anything good to snack or to drink? caramel hot latte. Ooh, it sounds delicious. It's damp and cold in Central Texas. Well, that's a perfect drink for that then. I'm having a oolong green tea. I will toast you with this stand-in for wine, watching too many Chinese costume dramas on sea. Oh, oolong is so nice. Oolong is really nice. Swiss with both hands, elbows. Cheers! This oolong is like, I'm not super knowledgeable about tea, but this one is feels like it's pretty good. It's oh, I don't remember the name. It has a Chinese name. But I love oolong, where you have these teeny tiny dry, like, pellets of tea, and you put them in the hot water, and when they're done, you have this big leaf that has unfolded from it. Flower tea is also really cool. Hey Val, hi. I love a good oolong. Oh yeah, I miss. It's called orchid oolong. It has a bit of a coconutty taste. It's super delicious, but I haven't been able to find that in a while. Oh, that sounds fun. I've only ever had oolong in a bag. Yeah, when you buy them, like, they're rolled by hand, I think, and what makes it an oolong is the shape of the like the rolled leaf, and it like becomes so much bigger. Like, you cannot put a full measure of tea for oolong. You really have to be like, just put a pinch of the pellets and it will expand. My flower teas, I've never once flowered in a pretty way. Oh, same. The number of times I've put them upside down and they flowered like in the bottom. I know how to do tea blooms for very dilute decoctions for children. You put them in a clear cup. Oh, that's gotta be so pretty. I'm gonna have to stop by the Asian grocery store. Oh yeah. I'll have to look for the orchid oolong. Oh, I miss it. It's so good. But I think any oolong is delicious, so. I'm just drinking Atole, which is like a warm, gummy, sweet beverage from Mexico. Ooh, gummy. Huh. Oh, Melissa, if your store has Ito N, try their milk tea too. Oh, Ito N, they make excellent. Do they make like the packets of powdered tea? Is it Ito N, or is it another brand? But oh my gosh, I got to try these as freebies a long time ago with an order of something. And oh, they've been haunting me. Is the milk tea with actual milk? No, Ito N specializes in brewing and packaging for freshness. Oh, okay. Most of their packaging I can't read though. Well, same. Hold on, let me Google it. It's like being able to find a super fresh matcha that's bright green. It's so good. Ito N. Images. Show me. Oh, that's the bottled one. Matcha green tea, ginger. Oh. Roasted green tea. That's good. That's ojicha, right? Yeah. Ojicha is delicious. So yeah, these are like bottled tea. So I've drank that. The green one, I think, because Montreal has a Chinatown, so you can find a bunch of stuff there too. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you can find some in your actual neighborhood. But yeah. Atole was from the Aztecs, and after Spanish contact, a wide variety of flavors like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and peach were created. Ooh! Those all sound absolutely delicious. Ooh, that tea is still hot. Hot, hot. Yes, you see the bottles in the animes where the Karuta players have tea. It's the flat size bottle. Atole is often eaten with a piece of sweet bread. Yum, yum. It's like carbs on top of carbs. I'm big on horchata, agua fresca, and have to pester my friends for atole. I went to a local Chinatown for the first time last year and I fell in love with Vietnamese tea. Yeah! I'm so bummed that I miss being able to just go in there and try like whatever drink, but now it's I have to be more careful because a lot of them have powdered milk in them, especially like bubble tea. Hey, Mikey, hi! How is everyone today? I think what fascinated me of Vietnamese tea was how it was sweet like atole, but it was more subtle and had a silkier feel, while atole has a punchier flavor and is slightly thicker. Oh wow. Is it a bit like syrup? Our Walmart has Ito in bottles, unsweetened green. Ooh. And it's so fascinating how you can learn so much culture through seemingly simple dishes. I agree. More often than not through the simple dishes rather than the complex ones. Be careful of bubble tea. The bubbles sometimes have with starch in the tapioca bubbles. I got tummy clobbered. Oh no. I'm doing pretty well, trying to get back into an exercise routine. It's been rough. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yep. I'll say atole is a little more watery than syrup. Okay. Why hide wheat starch and tapioca? Shorter cooking time. Oh yeah. Lumpy. Were you always flexible? Hey, Paulo! No, I was well into my 30s before I started Tai Chi and dancing. Oh, interesting. I'm about as flexible as a plank or a brick. That's my level of flexibility. Hey, Ellen! I'm working on my side hustle gig at home, so I'll be in and out. Oh, awesome! Well, I can get my old lady knee to my ear, but nobody wants to see it, believe me. Yeah, the issue with the stream last time seems to have been completely OBS's fault. OBS being the streaming software. Rolls her eyes so hard her glasses fall off. Eee! The internet backbone has hiccups, yeah. Twitter is like a dumpster fire, and paper towel. Paper towels always sound like a fart. It's been snowing a lot lately where I live, and I love it. It finally feels like it's winter. Yeah, it's good if you're enjoying it. A lot of people tend to take snow for granted and don't appreciate its ethereal beauty. Well, I mean, there's a bit of context to it too. Like when you have to deal with it for 6 months of the year and you have to shovel it up and get your car out of the snowbanks and all that, perhaps that's a good reason to dislike it. I mean, it is beautiful, but yeah, but there comes a time in the winter when the novelty of it thoroughly wears off. Yep. I've managed better now since getting that ride on snowblower. Oh wow. As that all of the ethereal beauty she can take. Lives in Texas now. Snows once every other year. I understand, but it feels like it's been a century since we've seen. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's exactly the thing. That's a matter of context. Like, if you don't get snow often, it's amazing when it happens. If you get snow all the time, eh. Sorry. We tend to get a few weeks of snow here, which is just long enough to be pretty and novel, but not so much that I get sick of dealing with it. Hey, Charlotte, hi! Snow is completely unnecessary. I don't think it exists out of necessity as much as out of circumstances. And it helps that we have a lot of hills and very few plows. So nobody expects you to be anywhere when it snows except at home. Yeah, like snow like winter, but I also live in a place literally called the Snow Belt. Oh no. The 10-foot drifts right on Christmas. Oh yeah, no, Christmas was unbelievable. Kuni. Really, for Snowpocalypse, the year before last, we lost our water, we lost the access road under drifts for 5 days, nearly lost our minds. There are no skidoos here. It would have been terrible if someone had had a medical emergency. Yeah, that's always the thing. Like, it's not... It's never about how much snow a place gets. It's about how equipped they are to deal with it. Like, yeah, over here we can get a lot of snow, but it's generally gonna be okay. We have snowplows, we have, like, shovels. But, like, sometimes when I talk to Otto and it snows, it doesn't snow a lot. It's barely a ground cover. But in Scotland, they don't have anything to deal with it, so it halts everything. I'll never forget the joy my grandmother felt when she saw snow for the first time in her life, when she came to the US from Mexico. Aww. Hey, Cleo! Hi! I'm doing my Saturday crafts while watching gluing my fingers together, that sort of thing. What are you gluing together except your fingers? I don't know if you guys can hear the mumbling of the person upstairs being on the phone quite loudly. If you can, well, that's what it is. What's nuts here is how many people abandon their vehicles in the center of the road when it snows more than it. No, that's not. Now that's dangerous behavior. I understand not having winter tires, but don't leave the car in the middle of the road. What the heck? I'm from New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Vermont. I can drive in snow even, but being on the road here, road rage, armed people, renegade bovines. Oh no! Yeah, sounds terrifying, Okuni. When I was in college, I had a friend fresh in Canada from Seoul, Korea. I think we were watching a March blizzard and she was like, when does it stop? She didn't like my answer of June usually. That's 100% true. At least it was back then. Now with global warming, like by the end of May, the snow is gone, if you're lucky. I'm making 1/48 scale benches for a tiny greenhouse and using Loctite gel. Ooh! I love the stuff, but I'm dangerous with it. Well, I mean, it is glue. If I can't have my dream house and garden, I'll make a tiny one. Aw. Are you gonna put real plants in there, like air plants and teeny tiny plants? A teeny tiny pot of moss. You should see the horns on some of them cattle. Yeah, oh my gosh. Snow on the May 2 for a weekend. Yeah, but that's what I said, by the end of May. Sometimes. A couple of my college profs went to grad school in Minnesota. They described the weather as winter with 3 months of poor sledding. I was browsing to Netflix and found this show called The Real World that has 28 seasons. Ooh, wow. Oh, I should put teeny tiny real plants in it. I think that would be amazing. Can you imagine? You have so many options. You have all the air plants. You have these, I don't remember what they're called, but you know, they're like a Japanese moss ball. You basically make a ball that's, if I remember right, it's a mix of like earth and like litter or clay. And it's covered in moss, and you can put like a spider plant or some specific plants growing from it. It's so cool. I can't keep plants alive. But oh my gosh, I love looking at them. I'm going to do it. Yeah! Oh god, The Real World is unknown to people. Well, I don't know what it is, but I think it's just because I'm French Canadian. Very early reality show, MTV. Yeah, it sounds about right. I feel like that's definitely something MTV would do. I think... I'm trying to remember if I've heard it mentioned in some movies from the 90s. Like, maybe She's All That? Anyway. Hey, Erica! Hi! Like, it started when MTV used to still play music video unironically. Oh. Sorry, we didn't have MTV as much here. We had the French sort of version of it. It was it's called Much Music in English. It was called Musique Plus in French. That's it. I remember Musique Plus too. Channel 8 was the SRC. Société Radio-Canada. Yeah, that's the Quebec French channel. Yeah. I used to watch the Habs game on it. Yeah, back when they would do things. Oh man. I loved Much Music, Music Plus as a kid. I remember seeing. Oh, I don't remember the song's name like that. The Metallica song, The Unforgiven, like the music video for it. Well, same here. Much Music and CanCon laws shaped a lot of my formative music taste. What's CanCon? Yeah, Much Music or Music Plus would have these duels. I don't remember what it's called, but they would pit one music video against another, and you would call the number to vote for one, like your favorite. You know, leaving the channel on in the hopes of it playing a song you liked, well, a music video you liked. Like, I spent that part of my life in Quebec City, and Much Music, or Music Plus, was based in Montreal, where I live now. And at some point when I moved to Montreal, there was a bit of a special moment when I got to walk by the Much Music offices that haven't changed, I think, in a long time. I mean, now it's not really anything, but there was a bit of a overlap of like young me and present me that went like, oh my gosh, it's Much Music, and that's it. Oh, you might have had something similar in Quebec. There are laws in English Canada that regulates that a certain amount of Canadian artists had to be featured. Oh yeah, CRTC we call it here. And it's for us though it's a bit worse off in the sense that they have to play a lot of French songs. So we sort of end up losing a bit more because it means we have a very heavy rotation of awful French Canadian music, and then you get some, I think Nickelback are Canadian, right? And Tragically Hip, which I don't like. And it was always like whenever the radio would fall into this scheduling of trying to appease those laws, I would always tune it off and listen to a cassette tape or something. Because, oh, it would hurt so bad. Like, the French Canadian music was definitely not all good. Some of it was okay. Like, I had a couple of albums of French Canadian music that I loved. But, oh my gosh, most of it just hurts your brain. Yep, my brain too. I think it did a lot for Alanis Morissette, Celine Dion, and Shania Twain. Dude, Celine Dion was... I don't know. She's from here, so I think it's a bit different. But yeah, she was never lacking airtime. No, The Weeknd? Dude, we're talking like 30 years ago. I don't think The Weeknd was born back then. Yes, they are, and I will forever love the terror that is Nickelback for being the producers of Mariana Trench. Wait, what? What does that mean? Oh, what are you gonna watch, Val? On the other hand, the first time I heard Johnny Mitchell was on the public station out of Montreal. Yeah, you would have, like, the hours of the most listening sentences, they would try to play more of like the trendy music, like the American stuff and all that. And when you would get through those sort of hollow hours of like no one listening in, really, that's when they would put all the CRTC stuff. No, that was 30 years ago, Paulo. I mean, more in the fact that it only helped already established artists. Yeah. You will have to tune in to the really independent stations, like the stations that operate out of schools and campuses. Then you would maybe find like some scheduling that would have more indie stuff. But yeah. I don't know a lot about Canadian pop music, yeah. Nickelback had a record label that signed Mariana Trench. Well, who's Mariana Trench? That's a thing. Hey, why not, Val? That sounds fun. Yeah, I remember like running to my radio to press record so I could tape down songs I liked from the radio, and oftentimes either I would miss like the beginning of the song, or they would drag the jingle and the announcing right until the lyrics started. So a lot of my cassette tapes had like a chunk of the radio introduction right before the song started. Oh, the Restigouche Dalhousie station used to have fiddlers from PI. Oh, that's cool. Listen to Who Do You Love? That will give you a good example of them. I'll try to remember that. Cassette tape channel lint. Yep, me too. So that's the name of it. And I don't know about you, but after listening to those tapes like for a long time, that becomes the song. And whenever I would hear it, like the clean version without any of that extra mumbling and talking on top of it, it would always feel really odd. The lead singer had a mom who was a vocal coach for big name rock acts in the 70s and 80s, and he himself as the Nickelback singer. I mean, he can sing for sure. It's just it became such a meme. I'm not sure why. Oh, Mariana Trench, John Ramsey. Like, I have no idea who they are. Yeah, I'm so sorry, I have to go. I have to get to the grocery store. Wicked. Oh, no, Okuni. Yeah, be safe, and I hope you find everything you need to stock up. I wonder if we're due for more snow. We got a lot recently. Thank you. I've been so happy to get back with the Caturday people. We missed you too! It was really nice to have you in the chat today, so I really hope that can happen again somewhat soon, and also good luck with the snow. Get some good oolong tea to drink while you're at home. Stay warm, my peeps. Tea and the Marmalade Boys. Aw. I think I'm in for more here tonight, Ev. Don't worry if it will move up your way. I don't know if it will move up your way after that. Ugh. Hold on, let me check. Let's see. Meteo. Possible flurries. Oh yeah, a bit of snow tomorrow and Monday, I guess. Huh. Oh, it's gonna be cold. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cold next weekend. What the heck? No. It says minus 30 Celsius on there for next weekend. I'm not. No, I don't want it. More team blankets. Ugh, yeah. It's not conducive to the daily exercise walk when it's minus 30 Celsius outside, and that's without any modification from the wind. Like if it's minus 30 C with wind, I mean your face is basically frozen in a grimace the whole time you're outside. I miss being able to bike around. Also, like, even going back further, I miss using my bike to go places. like ever since I moved to this city, it's a bit trickier to leave your bike attached to anything outside because it'll get stolen, it'll get broken. Like I've seen bikes that had wheels that were like as if someone had repeatedly stepped on the wheel, so the wheel is crooked now. The air hurts my face. Why am I living where the air hurts my face? I know. Like when you need ski goggles and 20 like blankets and a balaclava just to go outside. Meanwhile, here in Texas, it's just chilly. You can literally still wear shorts if you don't mind a little cold. Well, that's geography for you. Hey. We see with good-natured jealousy. To be frank, I'm jealous of all the snow we only get. Yeah, when you get it in Texas, it usually doesn't go well. Hold on. Alright, sorry. I know if I ended up living somewhere that it didn't snow, I would miss it, yeah. Definitely miss it. But at the same time, I could totally go for a place where it's not winter for 6 months out of the whole year, you know? There was something that I wanted to mention today and I completely forgot. Damn it. Oh, I don't know if you can talk about that, Ellen, or if there's anything to talk about at all, but you still work for your artist friend who's got her own, like, small business, right? I was wondering, because I've seen, like, I was watching Arlie, oh, my brain just farted, Arlie Shah's video about being a sort of self-employed, self-sufficient artist in 2023, and how she had seen a lot of difference in her income from sources that would do very differently like a year ago. And I was wondering if your friend has noticed a similar trend in her business. If you want to talk about it. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. But I'm just curious because I'm trying to understand this phenomenon more. And I'm wondering just how generalized it is. Oh, for sure. Things have quieted down a bit, but Janet is still doing well. We have more employees now than last year. Okay, okay. So maybe it's really more about like a third-party platforms thing, such as the way YouTube pays with AdSense and the way Skillshare pays with the subscription and all that. I think during the pandemic, people were just desperate for the dopamine hit and ordered everything online. Yeah, and they had more time perhaps to watch classes online too and pay for them. But it still brings the issue to the artist on figuring out how to compensate for that diminution in earnings. Like if it's your main income, you have to find a way to balance it out. Now that people are going back to in real life shopping and travel, sales have slowed a bit. But Janet does wholesales as well, and those. Oh yeah, that's always good. Damn. Okay. Well, thank you. That's really interesting. I'm glad that she's still doing well too. That's great. I'm betting the inflation on groceries. Yeah, that too. But it's not helping anyone. People who would buy stuff have less money to do that, and people who would make their earnings from people buying their stuff, well, they can't afford stuff either now. Yay! And Janet, bless her, is savvy as heck. She has a book deal with Random House. Ooh! There's a deal with Anthropology for Prince and has images. Wow, that's so cool. Doesn't know what a McChicken chicken McNugget is. But smart. Oh, that's fortunate. You don't need to know what a chicken McNugget is. That's not useful knowledge, really. That's good. I would sacrifice that knowledge any day if it meant I was more business savvy. She was also smart enough to get on Etsy just as it was taking off. And was smart enough to invest in her own work and does most of her printing in-house. We have named all the printers. They all have their quirks. Well, they're printers, of course they do. Even when you get like just one printer. Hi. Just a little tidbit. Oh, hi Kevin. Okay, cool. It's nice to see you. If you end up with a printer that does not have any quirks, there's definitely something wrong with it. I just feel lucky enough to own an early original. Ooh! Bought it for a song because she knew me. And yeah, the printers are the bane of our existence, but great when they work well. How did you met her? Printers are the tech equivalent of a spiteful cat. Oh, definitely. They're the tech equivalent of a tortilla. I was working a bistro when she had a shop up the street from it. She was selling her original oils and get this, had this skincare line she just made herself. Figured out all the chemistries. Wow. Okay. Sure. Let's go. And she thinks the McDonald's drive-thru is complicated. I wish for that kind of smarts. Yeah. I haven't been to a McDonald's in at least a decade or two. Did I mention it last time? But the only thing I miss from McDonald's is the wrapped burgers. And how you would unwrap them and it became like your placemat and you could like put your fries and your ketchup and your sauces. That was my favorite part of the experience, I think. What's your friend's name again, Ellen? So that if I want to check her website again later on, I can Google that. Hey, has anyone here ever bothered trying to sound Redbubble? And I can't remember the last time I had McDonald's. Janet Hill Studio. Okay, Janet Hill Studio. I think I have things on Redbubble. I mostly like it for the stickers. I like their stickers. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Jill. I might have to take a really quick break just to hit the bathroom. I'll be right back. I know it's almost like cutting time, but I really have to go to the bathroom, so just hold on. All right. Always the issue with drinking too much tea. Ev, did you find out what was wrong with OBS last week? Not on my own. It sort of fixed itself because apparently everybody who updated to the latest version of OBS last week got issues with their OBS. So, like, I didn't really do anything, and it seems the issue has resolved. Hopefully, let's touch some wood on that, but yeah, apparently there were quite a few other streamers who had issues with their OBS after updating. So yeah, I have a couple of things I think might go well on Redbubble, but I'm hesitant. Do I want to spend that much to make that at all? What do you mean spending? What would you have to buy to get stuff on Redbubble? Since I do mostly physical artwork, I'd probably need a new scanner. Well, can you borrow someone's scanner? Does Janet have a scanner? If you do photography and you have a good setup for photography, you can also photograph the artwork. Sometimes, depending on the artwork, it looks better. And there are some artworks that you just cannot scan anyway. Like things that are too big or things that have like neon colors, they don't scan at all. Redbubble is really nifty if you do fan art. I know it's a bit of a gray area to sell fan art, but people will look for it over there, so it can be an option. I think I'm gonna end the stream here if you guys are okay with it. I'm glad that things worked out, but I think I need a break from painting this piece because my brain is just not finding things to paint anymore. I mean, there are, but I look at them and I'm like, what color do I want this to be? And I'm not finding anything. So if things go well, I should be able to stream next week too. I'll keep you guys updated on the Discord. And if you have any question or if you want to chat during the week, you can head on over there. The link is in the description and it's free and it's awesome. And yeah, thank you so much for being here today. And I hope you get a great weekend and be safe if you are due for some snow. I hope it goes well. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.